Hello everyone! Welcome to episode number 66. No Jedi jokes here, okay? Well, today I have Alice Lupis here and we're gonna have this amazing conversation about DIY beauty. So if you have questions, if you would like to know what are the limits, what can be done with that, how to spot somebody wearing a lot of makeup, and anything else you want to know about this topic, stay here with us, bring all your questions on, and we're about to start right after our podcast intro. Hello Alice, how are you?
I'm great, how about you?
Me too. I'm very curious actually because my experience with makeup, it was... aside the Halloween example that I've given to you, is when I was this pseudo rock star wannabe, a pseudo rock star wannabe. So that was the level, and I don't know why it looked cool at the time to wear some eyeliner, you know. And I may show you some pictures. I'll look here. But I have a lot of questions here, I guess the guests too. But before we go there, please introduce yourself.
Well, hello everybody, my name is Alice. I am 24 years old and I am an English teacher and also the pedagogical coordinator at Times Amoreiras here in Campinas.
Nice. And everybody that comes here that is a teacher, I like to know a bit of the English background. So how was yours? What happened for you to become a teacher?
Well, it's been a long journey, but I studied English for about my whole life. Mm-hmm. I started studying when I was very young because my mom told me.
Same with me, I was a teenager at the time.
Yeah, I was like 9. And then during my teenagehood, I used it to listen to music, you know, and watch videos, watch movies. And I've always been a curious person. So I searched for the meanings of things. So yeah, I learned most part of things I know by myself. But then I got this new job at another school, mm-hmm. not Times. And then there, I had this opportunity to study a little bit more, like some things that I knew how to use, but I didn't know how they worked, you know?
Okay, yeah.
So, I didn't have grammar classes, so I needed them. And then this opportunity came, like my past employers, they asked me to teach there. But I thought I wouldn't be a great teacher. I thought I wasn't bored for it. Mm-hmm. So I thought it wouldn't be a good idea. But then at the end of the story, I accepted. And the first thing that I thought after I started teaching was like, oh God, I was born for this.
Nice. And do you remember you had like adults, kids in the first class?
The first class were just adults.
Okay.
So I remember them. I think they were 8 students. You know?
8 in your first class?
8.
Damn.
And then they were basic level, you know, like beginners. And that was it. And then I started teaching teenagers and then kids. Okay,
it is interesting because I remember the first class I ever taught after that experience that I told you. The first class was kind of a mess because it was a lot of students with different profiles, different ages, and that helps a lot for us as teachers to become more creative or maybe become like the fun teacher. But then when I started working at Times, my first student was a basic level as well, and it was a class about prepositions, and I was a bit insecure, like, oh my God, I hope this guy likes me and he understands. Same thing after the class. Oh, I guess it was fine. He was smiling. He could understand. I said, you know. And Alice, when you were a student, was there ever a moment that you were in a class and then you say, oh my God, this is brilliant. So this teacher is so well. I loved the way he explained or she explained it something.
This is actually funny because the person who was teaching me today is my best friend.
Amazing.
She's my best friend. Hi, Anna. She's watching me.
Shout out to you, Anna.
And then, but she hated me.
What?
She hated me because we had like a story back that time, because she dated a person and this person told her lies about me and told me lies about her.
Okay, we have like a Mexican soap opera plot right
there.
Okay, or Malhação plot could be too.
So then we started working in the same place, and she trained me. And she gave me those classes that I needed because I was preparing myself to become a teacher, so I needed to learn those things. And we were talking about this like last weekend. Like she was teaching me and she didn't like me, but I made her laugh. So she was laughing, and right after laughing with me or at me, I don't know, she was like, why am I laughing to this snake? I don't like her. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like me. I know that she made bad things to me and to my ex. She wasn't dating anymore.
Okay.
But she had this bad impression of me. And then one day we were having a class about relationships.
Oh boy, that must have been awkward.
Yeah.
As
and
hell.
Then, but I am a very I'm not brave. I am bold.
Okay.
Bold? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then I was talking to her about that, and I said, "Oh, I met your ex."
Right there.
I know who this person is. And she was like, I know you know.
Oh my God.
I know that you know that you know that I know.
It was only you guys there, or there were more people?
No, just us. Because I was training to become a teacher. So I was passing through some grammar points. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I was understanding the methodology. So it was just us. And it was very funny because we were talking about that. And then I said something that happened between them, and she said, oh no, this is not what happened. And I was like, no, it is. And she was like, it's not. So what happened then? And she told me everything, and I told her what I heard about her. So yeah, that's how we found out how things worked, really. And after that, I started visiting her every weekend in her house, and that's it. And today we are best friends.
This is very interesting. You really got me by surprise here. But I guess more of the story is sometimes it's too much to judge someone and put someone in a box out of a rumor. Right, because like you said, we are good friends today. I had a similar story, but it was like when I was single, I used to go to these pubs here, and there was this guy that every time I saw him and he saw me looking at him, he used to frown, say, oh, why does he hate me? What have I done? Have I done something to this person? Because whenever. Many months after that, we became friends too. It was like a rock show, and we were like, oh, nice band, yeah, nice band. Oh, you know Fulan. We had friends in common. And then it was probably something like this. There was maybe a girl in the middle and said, this guy doesn't like me, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I will not say his name, but if you are watching this, shout out to you. You're a nice guy, yeah. Okay, so let's go back there. So, all right, you started teaching, and when you started teaching here at Times, what are the classes that you enjoy doing? Do you have like a favorite one?
Yes, I do. I am a very movie classes fan.
Nice. Yeah, it's one of my favorites too.
I love movie classes. Actually, those classes are very interesting for me. I don't know, they are very different comparing to other methodologies I had contact. So special classes, even just talk classes, I think they are very different. So, but my favorite is and will always be movie classes. I love them very much.
Some crazy things happen in movie class sometimes. I remember this class we watched the movie with what's the name of the act? Sean Penn. The name of the movie is I Am Sam. Sean Penn and Dakota Fanning. It was me and other 10 guys, everybody crying during the movie, eating pizza and crying because it was a presential class. You know, we were like. And one of the students like, oh my God, I don't have the structure for this, man. It's so beautiful, you know. And then guys, don't worry. What happens in the class, it stays in the class. Don't worry.
That's it.
Cry your eyes out, and we have a nice time. I heard you're going to have a different special class. What's gonna happen? Can you give us some spoilers?
Just a small spoiler because my students are watching. But I will give a special class about book 1 grammar.
Okay.
You know, we're reviewing some points of book 1. So yeah.
Okay, so if you are struggling there, or oh my God, I don't know, I feel a little uncomfortable with grammar, blah blah blah, go to her class, guys. Something interesting about today's topics, Alice, is that I recommend the students, for example, whatever they like to do to have fun, do it in English. For example, I am into sports, so watch the sports in English.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna learn a lot of vocab. Can be gaming, can be DIY. Do it in English. Have you ever recommended this to students? Like, oh, there is this YouTuber, you can learn the names and.
Yeah. I always recommend things for them like that are in English, not in Japanese, not in Portuguese, but just in English. Like if I want to recommend a YouTube channel or an influencer, I always try to recommend Australian or Canadian or North American people or British.
It's amazing for the accents too, right? They can say, oh, well, why is his or her English different? Ah, this person is from blah blah blah. So you can start picking up some stuff.
A very interesting thing happened. I think it was last week during my classes, because I was giving a song class, Skyfall by Adele, made by teacher Pedro from Amores.
Shout out to you, teacher Pedro.
Shout out Pedro. And in this class we were exploring the British accent because Adele has a very strong British accent. So we were exploring that, and then I showed them a meme, you know, on Instagram. Like this guy is in a restaurant trying to order some food, and the waiter is like, oh, can I take your order? Did you see this one? Can I take your order? And the guy is like, oh, okay, of course. He says, of course. And he's like, oh, wait, are you British? And he's like, yeah, why? Oh, it's because it's just me today. I don't have any translator here. So, and he's like, dude, we literally speak the same language. So he's like, you know what? I can do that. And he says, okay, so can I take your order one more time? And the guy says, of course. I would like a blah, you know. And he's like, get out of here.
Yeah, it's amazing. And he selects something very specific that all the linking sounds that is just too British. There is one, you probably have seen this. I sent to you, by the way, to Mauricio recently. It's like American girl, British girl, and Australian girl. It's like a bottle of water, and then a bottle of water, and then a bottle of water, and then the monster.
I think I don't remember if it was the Australian one, but she said like, a boa.
Yeah,
you know?
what up?
Bora.
Yeah, but about these guys, if you struggle with accents, this is my technique. If you have one, you can share to our students. I always recommend them to select whatever show or series or podcast in the accent they want to get better, and then 8 weeks if they watch 1 hour a day, or maybe 2 if they have the time, it's enough for them to get used to it. I used to struggle a lot with British accent too, and I have this Frankenstein English because I have learned with different teachers and worked with people from different countries, and then I started watching a show called Lost. Amazing show, terrible ending, but you know, it's a nice show. And there are people from all over, and I noticed, oh, the Australians, they sound different. Oh, the Koreans, they sound different.
Yeah.
The British ones too. And when I started watching some shows like Game of Thrones, Peaky Blinders, it's like a few episodes you will start to get used to the patterns there. So you select whatever accent you have a problem, okay? Watch stuff that you'll enjoy and it's gonna be okay. All right?
Yeah, the vocabulary is not a big deal when struggling with the accent. I think the listening is this point we need to pay attention on.
Yeah, and you get used to it. Even the water, this type of stuff. Okay, Alice, when you have some free time, you like to do like manual labor, this type of stuff?
Yeah, actually, since I was a kid.
Well, what was like your first projects there?
Well, I was this kid like at school. My colleagues use it to ask me, like, for example, the art classes. The teacher says, today you need to draw yourselves. And then everybody was like, yeah, but you know, like a simple drawing.
Okay.
And they were like, can you draw for me? Can you do this for me? And that was the only moment they remembered me, because I was a CDF. So they just remembered I existed when it was like a project or classes that they needed to draw, but they didn't know how.
You didn't take advantage of that?
No, because I was very dumb.
Okay, it happens.
I should have, but I didn't.
You could have bribed them. All right. So, how many tazos do you have? You know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But then it has been my hobby since I was, I don't know, since I started drawing. I don't remember which age. I think 7 years old, you know. I think always, actually. And until today, I like to draw to relax. You know, it's like therapy for me. Of course, therapy with the psychologist is also important. But do something to relax, to put your anxiety, you know, like in a paper or into words. So drawing and painting, they helped me a lot.
That's very beautiful, and like I relate with that. Especially when it's related to music, because I don't know how to play any instrument. I can do a few chords in the guitar, but when I have some time, I like to play and create some songs. And it's like that. When you mention, I imagine you feel something similar. When you're there creating something, you're 100% in the present.
Yeah.
So you relax. You're not like, oh my God, have I paid that invoice, you know?
Yeah, you're not thinking about anything else. You're just focusing. And if you think, you are thinking like, what am I going to use here? What colors can I use there? You know? And I like to draw my feelings, you know? So if I am sad, I like to make sad drawings, sad paintings. If I am happy, you see I am painting like a sunset, you know, something
nice.
Like this.
Something like Van Gogh style.
Yeah, you know. And I also, as I said, I love movie classes because I love movies and series. And when I really enjoy a movie or, you know, TV show, anything, or a character, I like to put it or them in the drawings. So
Interesting.
the last drawing I've made was a midsummer painting. You know, Midsummer, the movie. If you don't know, please
No,
watch
I watch it.
today.
I'm just, thinking because I have a love and hate relation. With
Okay,
this.
let's just stay with
I'll
the
not
love
give
part.
you. No, I won't give you any spoilers. No, this director, if I'm not wrong, it's not Robert Rodriguez. It's the one from Hereditary.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot his name, but he likes movies that you have this twist and then it's shocking, and I love him. The Robert Rodriguez, the guy from The Witch, and Nosferatu remake's gonna be with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and William Dafoe is in the movie, so I like him. So, I love the artistic part of the movie is nice because it looks like a kumbaya movie. Everything. I won't give you spoilers.
Yeah, like the colors.
Yeah, it's very happy.
Yeah.
And this contrast was something that I really enjoyed because it's like, and then like something gory happens, and I like gory movies. I don't know. I guess the bad part that happened is some of the things that happened there I could predict, but it was only this. But I'm a little annoying when I'm watching some movies because if it's a suspense movie, I do like this. Oh my god, this is the killer. Don't trust this person. Then I told you. But other than that, yeah, it's nice. The Hereditary one.
I like this tag.
Yeah, man, this one was.
The woman on the wall.
Yeah, not very fit. It doesn't fit well for a movie class unless it's Halloween. But oh my god, we are almost there. 2 months, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. Okay, you. How did you start enjoying makeup and DIY?
Well,
Is this related to your drawing and movies? Like you saw something, oh, it's so beautiful, this and.
yeah, it's not directly related to it, but I know I have this skill, like I know how to work with colors and shapes and things like that. But since I was a teenager, I loved makeup. I was emo, so I used to wear a lot of mascara, like
Yeah, me too. When I used to sing.
and eyeliners and no lipstick. I didn't used to wear lipstick.
Okay.
And no blush as well. But I worked a lot with my eyes. Actually, I started wearing things on my face, like foundation, for example. I think in 2020, before that, I didn't use to wear. So, since ever, I wear makeup. But during the pandemic, actually it was before the pandemic, like in 2017, 18, I started watching YouTube tutorials, and just watching, but I didn't know how to make.
Okay.
I didn't know how to put that in practice. So I remember the first contour I put on my face was an eyebrow pencil. So it wasn't made for it, but
You improvised.
because I wanted to try. I wanted to know how it's done. So then I started working more and buying my own things and then trying them on my own face. So I think in 2019 I was already very good at makeup, so I already knew how to work well with eyeshadows, how to do my own eyebrows. And but during the pandemic I had a lot of free time. So
You could try different things.
yeah, and during the pandemic I had this free time, and I was also friend with a girl on Facebook, and she had this project like girls, like talking to her friends, including me. Girls, we have free time here, so why don't we use it to make a project? So she was also an artist. So she created this project, and we had this group on WhatsApp. So every week we needed to create a makeup look inspired by something. So we had makeup looks inspired by characters, from Disney, or an artist makeup. Like I remember I did a sunset on my face with pink and purple, and it was very beautiful. So it helped me a lot because I didn't have so much contact with artistic makeup. And then by the same time I started recording for the Instagram. So
the DIY started there. Other people like, oh my god, thank you so much for sharing.
Also, but I wanted to put that in a place, like to record. And
it's nice because you can keep track of your own progress too. Like you watch.
Not anymore because I deleted everything. But until today I have some photos there on my Instagram, and I started recording challenges. Like I don't know if you know. And it was very fun for me because I was spending my time with something I liked, and I was having fun by myself, But that was it. I've always worn makeup, but from like about 6 years ago until now, I started really enjoying and learning and practicing to become better.
Something that is interesting when you find a passion like this, I don't know if you feel the same when it's about makeup, but it looks like there's always something new to be learned. Like, oh, now I'm good in this style, and then you look at here, like the girl becomes Jack Sparrow. So, whoa, how does she do that?
Yeah.
And somebody does something for Halloween, say, oh, that's like a horror makeup style. Oh, can I become a zombie for The Walking Dead? And then you have, like you said, the prosthetics and all of those stuff. So it's like an ending thing, never-ending thing. Actually, you can always have something new to learn. When you share it online, you also meet people that have the same, and this is like amazing. You create this community, and somebody's better in something than you in something specific. You are better in something than the other person. You start sharing, it's nice. Have you? Is there like a character from a movie or TV show or I don't know, a cartoon that you say, oh, I have to try this type of makeup, or and you really loved it?
I had, but not anymore because I've already tried. Okay. So
who was it?
I love all characters from Euphoria's makeup. Euphoria, the TV show. So there are 2 seasons, and the makeups are just amazing. So, but I've tried.
I guess Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney is on this show.
Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya. I forgot the rest of them, but yeah, there are a lot of good actors there. And
the makeup is more like for going to a nightclub, this type of stuff, or all styles?
Yeah, I think it depends on my mood, because I don't have like, this kind of makeup I wear to go to a nightclub, and this kind of makeup I wear to go to work, So sometimes I can go to a nightclub or to a party with my friends wearing a very clean makeup, like just my skin and my lips, and then go to a restaurant with a very heavy makeup. It depends on my mood, because every time I wear makeup, I create a makeup look, I am expressing myself, you know. So it
It's the
depends on
art,
yeah. So it depends on the way on my mood, the way I'm feeling. So if I am feeling like, oh, today I am more I'm cleaner, you know, like things like that, I will I will wear a very simple and clean makeup, or I won't wear makeup at all. So
it's like actually we don't need the quotation marks because it's exactly that's like the artist in you expressing something there. That's interesting. Okay, now I will go full Michael Scott on you. I need you to explain it to me like I am 5, okay? For people, not me, that don't know anything about makeup, can you teach us some basic names there? Like, for example, what's the name of the white thing you put first?
well, it depends.
For all the guys watching us now and you want to know this, thank you. You know, pay attention, take notes.
Well, let's imagine you are buying makeup abroad. So I will tell you, you need to buy a moisturizer.
Moisturizer,
so
okay.
Moisturizer is not this white thing you're putting first, okay?
Damn.
Because you need to prepare your face before.
Oh my God, it would go terribly wrong. That's why I imagine I'm gonna try to do something like that, TV host, and then end up like the Crow guy or the Joker, you know, something like that.
Yeah, like you need to prepare your face with a moisturizer or a primer or both, and of course sunscreen. So
sunscreen?
Yeah, every day and every time you need to wear.
Okay.
Especially you, because you work with those lights, so they affect your skin.
So that's why I'm getting older faster, huh? Okay.
So yeah, you need to. I would say skincare is something we should invest. You know, not that I invest, but but something we should invest because there are some good products with big technologies. You know that. You can put on your face and they really make the difference. So sometimes you like the white thing you put on your face. It's a foundation. Foundation. Okay. So it's better for you to have a bad foundation but a good primer or a good moisturizer than have bad moisturizer and bad primer and bad sunscreen and a good foundation, you know? Because if you have a good foundation but your skin is bad, what is it for?
Okay.
You know, like, because foundation won't make magic, so it will cover things, but the texture is still there, you know.
Okay.
So you need to take care of your texture, not just the coverage. So I would recommend.
I loved how you explained that. It was very didactic because everybody like it makes total logical sense.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's the truth.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. All right, so moisturizer,
primer.
Oh, I got the names right, and then foundation. Okay. After that, so the base of the structure.
Yeah.
Is ready. Okay.
It's ready. So if you have very dark circles right here, you can use a concealer.
Concealer, I love this name.
Concealer.
It's like, I'm gonna hide your secrets for you. Okay, bring the concealer.
Yeah, the concealer. And but if you don't feel like you need to wear concealer, for example, I don't wear concealer, you know. I have very dark circles here, but I don't wear.
It's like man, I'm terrible at this, but it's like a pen that you do this, or is like the one that is like I'm trying here, okay? Everybody like, doesn't know shit about that.
Well, there are some types, okay, you can buy. So, you know, lipstick.
Okay.
Lipstick, you know.
Of course.
Liquid lipstick.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I know.
So we have a liquid lipstick. there are some concealers and some foundations as well that they have the same structure, the package. So it's the same structure.
There's no pattern then, like
no.
You have to know how to read concealer.
Yeah, you have to read, because you can have a concealer like a pomade or a very liquid concealer or like this kind of
like
packaging.
a roll-on.
Yeah, roll-on as well, cushion. So there are a lot of types. So you need first. I would recommend the traditional concealer, that you open and it looks like
every
a
time
lipstick.
You say concealer, somebody's gonna giggle now. Nice.
But that's it. And then blush.
Okay.
Blush
this
is
one I
very
know. It's the pink stuff.
Ha! You put on your cheeks.
Yeah. This one I have tried before.
If you want to save some money, and you like to wear highlighters, highlighter to be very shiny.
Okay.
So if you want to save some money, you can buy a shimmer blush.
Shimmer blush.
A shimmer blush. So a shimmer blush will be a blush that shines.
Okay, that makes sense.
With glitter or shimmer.
Something interesting here. You were mentioning the different styles of concealer, the packages and stuff. Is this something that, depending on the type of skin, this product will always be different too?
Yeah, like today there are products that we can wear on old people or young people. Like young people, they don't need so much coverage and they don't worry about texture like old people worry, So there are some differences. Also, like if you have pimples on your skin, you want to cover or no. Or not. But when I like to cover, so I will look for something that it has a bigger coverage,
Teenagers, they would love this one because it's a terrible face and sometimes we have a lot.
But at the same time, they don't have so much texture. So sometimes they don't wear foundation, they just wear concealers. They don't put everything on their face, it's just in a few spots.
Understand.
Specific spots.
That's interesting. Okay, so far so good. What else? We are still on the base, right?
Yeah, okay. On the face.
Okay.
So, but there are products like you don't need to buy everything. Like if you don't wear eyeshadows, you don't have to buy eyeshadows.
It makes sense.
Right? So, for example, I have eyeshadows because I bought a long time ago, but I don't wear anymore. I'm wearing today, but usually I don't wear.
But I see something sparkling there.
This is an eyeshadow.
Nice.
Because you have matte eyeshadow and shimmer eyeshadow.
This is a shimmer one.
This is a shimmer one.
Haha, suck it. You see, I'm starting to get it right.
Yeah.
People are mocking me in the comments, I'm sure of it.
You can teach right now.
No, don't get carried away. Okay.
And so, let's imagine you don't want your eyes to white, considering you have white skin, okay? And but you don't want to wear eyeshadows, so you can apply your blush and then just put a little blush here because it will match with your skin. And at the same time you're not wearing eyeshadows, and then we have eyeliner.
This one I know because it's the one that I wore before.
We have mascara.
Okay.
Mascara. We have eyelashes, fake eyelashes, those really big.
Okay, let's stop right there, please. Please. Explain to people watching us, what is the limit? Let me be clear, because, you are being offensive, Mike. No, I'm being honest, because there are places we go that everybody watching us, you know. I have seen stuff, and it was something like this. Hello, you. Hello.
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie? What's the name? The Foul Labyrinth, I guess.
Yeah.
It was something like that, and then I said, "Whoa! Take care of the minoxidil there, you know."
Yeah.
What's the limit? Because there's a purpose, right? Like.
Yeah, first the purpose was like we want to look like we have big eyelashes. Today I don't know what's the purpose anymore.
Because it's too much.
Because
right?
it's too much.
Okay, thank you.
So today the limit doesn't exist, and that's it. And people and look, you are talking like you saw really big things, but I am 100% sure you haven't seen things like I saw.
Okay. It's the trauma club now.
Because when it's true.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen in person, thank God. But
I couldn't hold my horse. Like, what the hell are you thinking?
But I don't know what's happening with my Instagram algorithm. But every time I am on Instagram, there are some ladies and they are wearing like, I don't know what those things are, and their eyes are so red, like it's clearly hurting them.
Yeah, I wore this for the last time.
Yeah,
Something
at
like.
least I dyed
Yeah.
pretty. So I don't know what's happening with lip fillers and Botox. I don't know what's happening really, but people want things bigger and that's it, you know, like bigger and bigger and bigger, and the body smaller.
Yeah. Do you think it is a fault of some trend, or maybe professionals recommend that?
Yeah, of course, because of social media, you know, you see an influencer doing something and you get influenced by this person. And then, of course, people compare themselves to other people. So please turn off your cell phones just a little, you know, like you don't need to compare yourself so much, because those people, they retouch their photos. It's not real.
Yeah.
Even on videos, you can put effects to look skinnier, you know? So, like, people don't know when and how to stop, because my boyfriend always says we need to stop looking ourselves in the mirror just for a moment.
Yeah,
you know?
makes sense.
Because if you look too much, you will find something you don't like about yourself, you know. So let's imagine you have done those procedures, and then you look at the mirror and you see, but it's not enough, you know.
Or worse, we can say shouldn't have done it.
Shouldn't have done.
Now I have to do another to diminish the effect, and then you start going a loop.
And you have already changed your body, you know, your body won't be the same anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm asking this because, for example, I've seen some girls, they already have like long eyelashes. And people
like
say, and they say, you see, and then people are like, oh, but you should wear those too, like, but it's already long, you know.
Yeah.
And they end up doing the thing. Have you ever paid for a makeup service, or maybe we're going to a wedding, some event, you know, because it's normal, and then after it was over, said, I could have done it better.
Yeah, I haven't paid for makeup because I refuse. You know, like, I know how to do since I was a teenager. I don't need that. But I regretted a lot when I first had my gel nails. I saw it like...
show to the camera, please, your gel nails.
So, first, I saw the girl doing, and I was like, so that was it.
Oh my God, you
It's
must
so
have been
easy.
a terrible customer, because imagine the person saying, what are you thinking?
what are you doing? Give me. You know,
I'll do it myself.
So I didn't know how to do actually, but I was like, so that was it. This is this easy, you know, like, and then I think maybe 3 or 4 years later, I didn't have my nails anymore because the duration was very bad, you know, like I don't know if it was the supplies she used on me. But then I was like, okay, so I will do it again, but I will do it by myself.
Okay.
So I searched on the internet for a kit, you know, to make my own nails, and I found out, and this, take notes, girls or boys, it was the same price, you know.
Damn.
I paid for her, so I paid her like $160. I don't remember. I think it was 160, 150, something like this. And the kit online was the same price, and I still have to today, you know. So I was like, okay, so I can do it. I started watching videos on YouTube to learn how to do, but first, before I definitely had my nails done by myself, I tried a lot, you know, like I had some tests to know how the product works. And then the first time I finished it, I was like, that's it. Because I have this problem. At the same time, I feel like, but I can't do it by myself. I feel like the person is not reading my mind. So I feel like the person will never do the way I want.
Understand.
You know?
Maybe it's the artist in you as well, because when you see somebody doing this stuff, you have these proportions mindset, and you see, but the technique's not quite there. And
I imagine something in my mind, and if the person doesn't do exactly what I imagine, not what I asked, but what I imagine, like what I expected, I feel very frustrated. So that's why I also started doing my own hair at home and my nails. So I started by cutting my fringe. Okay. And I
guess this is the stepping, you know, the first door that opens is this one.
And what a door! Because the first time I cut my own fringe was in the pandemic. Yeah, the pandemic. Oh God!
You had your Lara Fabian movement.
Yeah.
I told you I'm very unhappy with the current state of my hair because.
But your hair doesn't look so bad.
It looks like a Roman soldier. With a Playmobil.
Okay.
You know, or one of those guys from the early 2000s, the indie bands, you know.
Stop looking at yourself in the mirror just for a while.
I will try.
But my mom, hi mom. My mom cut my hair a lot of times at home. So I saw her cutting my own hair, and I was like, is it so difficult, you know, like always? And then I tried to cut my own bangs, and they looked very eccentric.
It happens when we get carried away with the proportions. Yeah. You imagine, like, I'm gonna be like, what's her name? Zoe Deschanel.
Okay.
When you finish, you look like Reagan from The Exorcist. Or Hermione in the first Harry Potter movie. Like,
but when you cut your own bangs, one thing you have to do is cut with your hair dry, because the person who already knows how to cut hairs, they cut with the hair wet. But if you don't know, cut with your hair dry, and then you wet your hair and just adjust, you know.
There's an edge there that they work with, right?
Yeah, because if you put your hair like this and you cut here, your fringe will be like here, you know. So you need to pay attention on it. Don't pull your hair like this, you know, like just let it here and cut whenever you want. Actually, I would say below, you know, like you want here, so cut here. You want here, so cut here.
Makes sense. Sometimes I almost said a bad word. When I used to have a long hair, the gentleman there, I always say, please just a finger. I guess he understood just a finger.
A finger.
And yeah, and then actually my father started doing this, and it was nice because he knew. But I saw some videos of people trying to do this, so I would ask you some tips for people that want to start doing DIY in a safe way, because there's this classic video of the girl. She's with a ponytail, and she does like that. You know what I'm talking about? I guess she's like a teen, and then she does just cuts, and then the result is something weird. So what are the safe steps that people could do?
Yeah, I would say first study. Always. Always. Like, but don't watch just a video. Not just a video, but a lot of videos, you know, from a lot of people, different people, because when you learn with a person and you will see another person doing the same thing, maybe your perspective will be a little bit different because their perspective will be different. So study a lot, and then when you start, don't start with something big, you know, because it's probably getting wrong. So don't start with anything big, just small steps, you know.
Okay. For guys, I recommended, or if you are into this type of hairstyle, but when I had this Pidgeotto hair, it was the easiest thing, very low maintenance. You just have to buy those, you know, machines, those trimmers, and then you need a little thing here. You can use a mirror, you know, that's it. Or if you shave your head, then it's really low maintenance. The way you are shaving, very, very easy. Or if you have a very long hair too, you know, boys, we have the superpower that we can wash our hair with like soap, and something happens,
it looks
there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, or it can be low maintenance too. Do you have some funny stories when you were doing some DIY?
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say funny just for you, because for me it was sad.
I will try not to laugh then.
Yeah. Concealer. But yeah, I had some stories. But for example, the most common hair people saw me was the red hair. Now I don't have red hair. I have like a ginger hair. But I don't know if you know, but hair dye, not dye. Hair dye is like the tint, okay? So hair dye is very pigmented. So if it touches your skin, it will take like a few days to leave your body. So I found out the best way possible, right?
I'm laughing because I tried to do a very bluish dark hair.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and my forehead was, you know.
Yeah, it was something like this, but it was my forehead and my ears and my neck and my hands, and I had to work the next day.
Boy.
Yeah, I went to work looking like, I don't know, Charmander. so it was very bad. And also,
people like, what happened? And nothing. Why?
But why? Does it look like something happened?
I fought a clown coming here. Yeah, was that?
Yeah, but those stories, you know, those experiences that I had, they are here. They are here in my mind, so I can know what not to do.
Okay.
You know, so I learn with my mistakes. I really do. So, but there aren't so many mistakes because I take a lot of care when I do things to myself. You know, and every time I make something wrong, I know, like, okay, I will look for a professional, because I am not a professional. You know, but those things didn't happen recently, I guess.
So you're getting better and better, right? The more you practice.
Just the first time I bleached my hair, I had this chemical cut. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so my hair looked like Nissin ramen, you know?
Was it very long?
No, it was short.
Okay,
So,
but it's
thank
too
God.
bad. It's too bad because
Yeah, actually, I think if it was long, maybe the damage wouldn't be so big, you know, because I had
it would be like the edges.
so much product on my head, and it hurt my head, you know.
It starts
so,
to burn after some point, right?
Yeah, so it was very bad, and I looked for a professional who made the situation even worse.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but today everything is nice.
Okay. I was asking you before. Okay, we can talk about this. We are almost running out of time already. Damn. But is there a limit of what people can do with makeup? Because I saw literally, we saw before we started, that girl you recommended. It looks like she's changing the bone structure of her face. I saw this YouTuber, I guess it's an American one, that she becomes Johnny Depp, she becomes Angelina Jolie as well, and she really looks like these people. So is that very difficult to learn to do?
No, it's not difficult to learn, not difficult to do, but you need to practice like everything, you know. So there are some techniques you can learn, but you don't need to have like expensive products, specific products for it. Like with a concealer and a contour, you can change your face shape, you know, but you need to study, and of course you need to know your own face structure. So but there are no limits, you know, like you can use makeup to express yourself. It's really good. And one thing I would say for someone who is thinking about limits when it comes to makeup, it's like just wear what you like, just express yourself like you want to, and that's it. If you feel beautiful or handsome, if you are happy to yourself, and I think that's what really matters, you know.
Something...
So even those people who wear big lashes.
yeah, of course. You make other people laugh and have fun too. I'm joking. No, but something that is interesting, you mentioned about how social media just causes this distortion about how we see other people. When we watch a TV show, can be from the Bom Dia Brasil to a movie, everybody, the guys, the girls, they are all wearing makeup, right?
Yeah,
so,
all of them.
And we imagine that everybody's like that on the daily basis, like wake up like that. Only in movies, you know?
Yeah, only in movies, and in movies we know they are wearing makeup, so it's just in our imagination, like in fiction.
Yeah,
you know.
Taking a hint from this, Alice, how can we tell? Like I asked you before, I am in a nightclub and then I see people there. Is there a way that I can tell how much makeup somebody's wearing?
How much makeup?
Yeah, or if the person is wearing a lot or not.
Yeah.
Because I've seen stuff that people were very, very different. And it was really, really... For example, imagine you hang out with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is a new person. You hang out with Johnny Depp, and on the other day, there is, I don't know, William Dafoe next to you.
Oh,
and so, where is the friends that I met before? Oh, it's me. So...
Yeah, there are some ways you can identify makeup, like by the texture. You know, if the texture is too gross, then you look like, okay, you weren't born like that. But if there are some lights in the nightclub, for example, and the face of the person is shining too much, or if like it seems like the person put her face into a plate full of flour, then maybe she's wearing makeup.
If you look at the person and the person is doing this, probably there's a high chance of wearing makeup. Let me take a look at the chat. Shout out to you. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Douglas. Hi, Lucas. As a man, Douglas said here. Oh, wait. Barbara said, Alice is great at everything. Great teacher, artist, and friend. Douglas said, as a man, I feel represented what you did. I have no idea about the names too. You see? Yuri, Midsommar, absolute cinema, and teacher Alice is absolute an excellent teacher. Nice. Damn, we could talk for hours, Alice.
Yeah.
I have other things that I wanted to ask, but we can do in another opportunity, and you can transform my face. We could do that. It would be fun, for you, probably. For me, too. Final message to our listeners before we go.
Well, I would like to thank you all for having me here. It's a pleasure, okay? And guys, stop looking yourselves in the mirror, okay? And live life, okay? Life is beautiful. My therapist that taught me that. So life is beautiful. And just have fun and express yourselves. Independent if you are wearing or not makeup, if you like your nails long or short, if you like to dye your hair or not. The main thing here is that you need to feel good with yourself in your whole body. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I had a very nice time. And guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, leave a comment, subscribe. We are also on Spotify. This episode's gonna be there tomorrow. I hope to see you next week on our 6th to 7th episodes of Talking Times. Bye bye.